From atop the Athenian Acropolis, the priests mumbled their prayers to their gods. Prayers for salvation, because in the distance they could hear the hammers and the saws of the military might that had come to their doors. For at the walls of Athens, the legions of Rome had arrived, and they would not be leaving without victory. Hello everyone, Ellington here, and welcome back. We are on the city of Athens, as you probably pertained from that, intro there, And we have got ourselves a 3 versus 3. And, this one was sent in by Tityrond. And Tityrond himself is going to be attacking as Rome. He has, as his allies, we have got Boii being commanded by Posgwin. And finally, on the other side of the attackers, Armenia being commanded by the B-Man. Now, as the defenders, we don't actually have any Athenian defenders, but we do have Massilia being commanded by Smoke Grenadiers. We've got Epirus being commanded by... wow, I just had a complete brain fart. I just forgot who is playing Epirus. Holy crap. I'm really sorry about that. We'll see that at the end. And then finally, Carthage being commanded by Poov. Yes, I have to say it in that way. Leave me alone. So, we've got Rome and Boii pushing it forward on this wall here. Got a tower as well as a bunch of tortoises. On the other side, there's going to be a lot of flopping back and forth here. We've got 3 tortoises for Armenia, a bunch of towers that are really just defending the ballista here. But then one pushing forward this way, looks like trying to go and take out that ballista. Got some hillmen getting hit here. I think he's going... I can't tell if he's going for the tortoise or if he's going for the hill. I think he's going for the tortoise, which is what I would do. I think I would want to get rid of one of these two, which would force them to only have the one tortoise going that direction. But man, if he misses much more than that, he may not be able to get this tortoise. This is Massilia. Massilia is being commanded by Smoke once again. So, I write down all of the, factions and player names beforehand, and apparently I, completely goofed up and forgot to write down Epirus. So I am really sorry about that. That's a big boo-boo. Massilian Thorough Spears, which are slightly better than standard Thorough Spears. Still, once again, just standard Hillmen. Now, on the other side, we do see some Illyrian levies moving up onto the wall. Look like they're just going to come and, kind of be annoying to this tower here, which is Celtic warriors. But a bunch of Hastati here for Rome, pushing forward his tortoises. But as you can see, doing a very good job, both Boii and Rome, keeping their armies in support here. Now that their siege equipment is at the walls, their armies are all right here, ready to go. That's a big mistake I notice people make, is they send their tortoise or all their siege equipment forward, but then their armies are all back here. And so by the time, anything gets in here, it's already dead before anything can go help it. So... yeah, the Hastati are going to take that down, and then looks like Carthage immediately just moving forward to set up in front of the breaches here. Now, typically what you will see is more of a V formation. This one is a little hard to do because of this little slum area right here. But he's going to do it on this one as well. Like I said, usually you do something like that. Oh, the arty coming in, man. Then Hastati coming through and going to be immediately engaged with the mercenary Italian swordsman. Hastati should do all right there, but look at this. I mean, they're already getting in, but they need to get something else here quick because this Hastati might get cut off. All right, Bowie, come on, get in there. Now Armenia, you can see, got some hillmen up on the wall here. It actually was not. I'm kind of surprised that Massilia didn't put something to fight that. You know what I mean? You can see part of the hillman, the hillman unit, like actually got caught in the middle. He killed some of his own men. So some of his men that got trapped on the other side are trying to join up with it. I think he might be trying to run over and get the gate, maybe? But then you got his tortoise actually made it, 78 damage on it. And then on this side, got Carly Axeman engaging on both sides against the Massilian Thorough Spears. They should do all right there with the, the little bit of AP that they've got. Now this is a yucky setup, man. So you can see that Rome's Hastati and Legionary cohorts have kind of come in like this, but Cretan Archer is set up right across this like housing development, hitting right into the backs of the Legionary cohorts and the Celtic warriors here. They are going up against the mercenary Italian sword and Italian spears. So I mean, those should hold for now. It looks like there has been quite a bit of damage done on Hastati. And then you got Hastati here breaking. But you do have you got a Legionary cohort and another Hastati that are engaging this as well. Then a Legionary cohort and a Hastati engaging Italian swords. But a really nice Iberian swordsman set up here. Look at that jabby toss. Right up into the breach here. 9 kills already. But this is getting a little scary for Carthage. That late Libyan hoplite's down to 80 men. Got an Iberian sword there throwing jabbies though. Man, the artillery. It's like hitting the back of into some Samnite warriors, the archers. So it looks like majority of Epirus is over here, and most of Carthage is over here. Then you've got Massilia fighting against Armenia on the other side. Armenia does not seem to want to come into these breaches. Just what I'm seeing. Got some Axe warriors, some Celtic warriors, some Gallic warriors. A lot of warriors. Gallic warrior just got smacked by some Eastern archers. Eastern archers aren't like the greatest archer in the game by any means, but they do at least have the 150 range, and they're a solid enough unit. And then look at this, Carly Axeman getting around a Thorax sword there. That was a little, that was a little bit of a mistake there by Massilia. Massilia's general is just a standard Massilian cavalry. No hip-based lancers this time. And then Hillman being engaged by the Levy Freeman. Levy Freeman seemed to be winning that one. Now, Roman Boii seem to be held in check for now. We also have had a mercenary Samnite warrior come in and engage these veteran legionaries in now. Once again, just getting shot right in the back, man. Cretan archer shooting right into the backs of these units. Another Cretan there from Carthage. Now we got another Samnite warrior moving over this way. A lot of mercenary units on the field here. Because Massilia's got a lot of mercenaries. Carthage and Epirus both have a lot of mercenaries. They had a question a lot about, how do I get these units for these factions? How do I, one of the best DLCs in the game is the Hannibal at the Gates DLC, which one gives you Aravaki and Lusitani, but it also gives you mercenary units for a ton of other factions in the game, including like Syracuse, Carthage, Athens, Epirus. You get a lot of mercenary units from those. Unfortunately, I don't believe you get Thracian warriors, though. I believe you get Thracian warriors out of the Black Sea colonies. Or no, pirates and raiders. Jeez, that Libyan Peltis, dude. See all those jabbies flying in here? I think on the sword followers. Then a lot of arrows coming in on the Celtic warriors. Rome's unit over here, it's almost kaput. I mean, 80 kills on a veteran legionary is... That's a bit painful, man. Then over on the other side, Eastern Cataphracts moving in. Got Cardly Axemen eating right through these Thorax swords. I mean, it looks like the Thorax swords are already, like, injured, but they are still doing pretty good at getting through them. A charge by the Eastern Cataphracts. Oh, a nice charge, too. That was a good enough charge that Eastern Cataphracts are going to go through, and Eastern Cataphracts now free to roll into Athens. Athens is not a place you want cavalry to be free. Cavalry in Athens is very, very open. I mean, look at the streets here. It is extremely open settlement in the inside. So the walls of Athens are very, very powerful for the defenders, but the attackers really get a lot of space to maneuver on the inside of the city. So Eastern Cataphracts, I think he's trying to turn around and get into the Thorax again, but I think he's going to have to actually go into the Massilian general, who is basically going to have to go in prematurely, because if he doesn't, there's nothing going to stop this. He's got to slow down these Eastern Cataphracts long enough to hopefully get something here. But look at that. That Eastern Cataphract just smacked this Massilian cavalry for about half health. And now getting a rear charge into the back of the Thorax swords. And he just lost trample, unfortunately. But it doesn't matter. He's still getting a lot of kills there. 107 kills now. The Azat Knight's looking... I mean, what I might do is... Armenia is... pull the Carly Axe out and throw the Azat Knight into combat while you're cycling with your Eastern Cataphracts. Now, Carthage and Epirus seem to have kind of gained the control of this area now. That early push looked a little dicey for the defenders. Rome looked like it had a pretty good initial push, but man, those archers, the back shots with the archers into these areas that was just very, very painful to watch. But it looks like Rome's still maybe making a good push here, though. And look at this, the Syrian archers for Rome getting some nice shots here. And then more Carthaginian units being thrown into this breach to keep it under control. On the wall here, you got Celtic warriors engaging some Illyrian levies. Now back to the other side. Engagements continuing between the Eastern Cataphracts and the Massilian cavalry. And the Massilian general is gone. Just shattered. So once again, and here's the other issue. This Thorax sword is about out of here. So you're about to have Eastern Cataphracts and an Azat Knight that are going to be free to roam through the streets of Athens. That is not good. But look at this, Massilia is counter-pushing some of these Armenian units over here. These are just cheap little hillman units. So Massilia says, you know what, I'm going to go and let's wipe these guys out. And maybe, I'm wondering if he's looking to roll around the flanks of the Armenian army here. I mean, it's not a terrible idea. If he can keep control of some of these areas, but then get in and around through the back here, he might be able to do some damage. And look at this, he's rushing units over here. to try and fill in this gap and hopefully maybe get some jabby tosses on the cavalry, something. 191 kills on the Eastern Cataphracts now, already coming in. Armenia is now unleashing artillery on the Massilian units. Rome and Boii, looks like Boii sending Oathsworn right through the gate. The gate was neutralized, so he is sending this right through the gate. Battle Rhythm, Headhunt, and the Samnite Warriors are just getting tore up. They've been getting shot by arrows as well, but the Oathsworn are definitely doing their damage. Then we got a Royal Peltis General throwing at the Eco Cohort, I think. That's what I'd be throwing at least. But this is not good. Mercenary Scutari is about to break. This Royal Peltis might have to go into that. Nope. Royal Peltis has to go here because that also broke. So now you've got a break here and a break through here. So you can see one unit is going to come to the right hand of the breach, surround the Mercenary Scutari and the Iberian Swords, while the other unit goes to the left of the breach and tries to break through the gate itself. Now, running up from behind, you got some Samnite Warriors from Epirus, but it looks like they're going to have to try and catch the Celtic Warrior here, which is around through the back. Man, the pores in the defense are starting to show. And now you've got two Cartly Axemen going up against two standard Axe Warriors. The Cavalry for Armenia got the Azat Knight charging into some Thorax Swords, but the Eastern Cataphract, I think, was probably really just waiting to refresh. But here it comes. He's going to probably pull out one of these units and charge it in, I'm guessing. I'm not sure which unit, but to me it looks like the left one. Okay, never mind. He's not going to charge in. Okay, that was anticlimactic. So it looks like Massilia ended up pulling back his Axe Warriors. He did not decide to pursue that wraparound. Here we go. Maybe he was waiting for Trample to come up. That's what I bet he was doing. Oh my god, just look at that. Just wiped that unit right there. Like, a lot of it, like, part of it is getting up, but people ask me a lot, like, what is considered a cap pull through and what's legal? That is legal. You know what I mean? That cavalry demolished that unit, flattened the entire thing. There's no reason that it cannot keep going. And as you can see, they are pulling back because they don't really have a choice. Unfortunately, they are getting some units that are now stuck in combat and probably going to lose them, including a pretty important unit in the Samnite Warriors here. Got the African Pikes running away. Yeah, just a mass pullback from Epirus and Carthage. They're probably just going to come back to right here. Sometimes you'll get people that will hold like this stuff, but I think they're going to pull all the way back here because Massilia is having a lot of issues. And you can see Massilia is really just trying to get the hell out of Dodge. This cavalry, even though he was holding well in other places, this cavalry getting through is a big issue. The Azat Knight, or the Eastern Cataphracts, excuse me, are taking some damage. They are almost out of this. But they are actually, there's nothing to contest them that I can see. Yeah, and Armenia's just kind of setting up, getting in, but he's taking his cab and he's going straight in, man. He's going to try and expose as many angles as he possibly can. Now, the General's bodyguard for Carthage is already hurt. I'm wondering, maybe artillery shots? I'm not sure. Yeah, he's just getting the hell out of there. He can't take on the Eastern Cataphracts. He knows that. Even this small depleted unit. And Massilia might get zoned out here. Because look at this, man. Or is Massilia just fully going up onto the hill, I guess? I don't know. This is an interesting situation, because looks like Carthage is just now getting here, but from what I just saw, those are archers, and that's... Oh, wait. Okay, they do have some pikes here that should be able to set up something, but this cavalry is zoning the defenders out of their own point. All right, so they got to get on this point. They have to get this control here. If they don't get control of it right now, then Armenia is just going to get in here and plop down right on top of it and say, kick me off. But right now, all they've got is just some archer units and 2 pikes that are there. Most of the defenders' armies are right in here, running as fast as they can to get back to the center of the settlement. There we go. So there's the Royal Peltis General for Epirus. You know, from that intro, the priests up here doing their prayers are probably going like, "Gods, please send us commanders who are better than these idiots," or something like that, because they're like trying to figure out what the hell's going on. No, I'm not calling the defenders idiots, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. All right, I think they're kind of getting set up, you know. I think looks like they're going to throw a pikeman over here. Massilia is just like was like shit and retreated to this hill. He's got 2 archers left, some depleted infantry, and then some less depleted infantry. But yeah, I think what the defenders probably want to do, they probably want to take this if they can, but they're also going to need to hold that. And that cavalry breakthrough was a big deal. Good Lord. Boeai's still got plenty left. So does Rome, legionary cohorts. His archers look like they are... Looks like they still have ammo, but probably not that much. Probably like a quarter ammo, I would say. Yeah, it looks like Carthage is... I think this is Carthage, the other Carthaginian generals that... like general unit that is dead. This looks like an already hit or something. I'm not 100% sure. That's weird for... I guess maybe they could have been caught by a Javi volley. Roman general as well. Now, I think one hard part about this is going to be they do have 4 pikes. 2 African pikes and 2 standard Epirus pikes. So that could be interesting, especially considering it looks like Epirus has plenty of ammo. Carthage, I think, is pretty much out. Looks like this guy has ammo. That's good. Not sure what this Illyrian levy's doing over here, but you better hope he doesn't get caught by the cavalry. Cavalry! Now, are they... Is Boeai and... Okay, never mind. I thought it looked like Boeai and Rome were gonna, like, push all the way around to the back. I was like, why? I do think there is some concern about those 2 pikes, because from what I'm seeing, I don't see any Boeai archers, and I think Rome's archers... I'm not sure they're going to have enough ammunition to take out both of those pikes, so we're about to see what ends up happening here. That could be the game changer here. That could be the thing that swings it back for the defenders after a bit of a shaky start, is just the fact that they have the pikes. Now, Armenia also has archers, and I believe, yeah, it looks like his archers definitely still have ammo, so that's good. And I think Armenia might be... I think he's trying to set up to shoot at the pikes, but I'm not sure... Yep, okay, he can. I was going to say I'm not sure if he could get the range from there, but it does look like it. But it also looks like Carthage is going to be able to counter that, so... Carthage and Epirus. I think the Carly Axemen, yeah, they probably don't have javies, unfortunately. Otherwise, they would probably be using those. Thorax swords. Man, Massilia just got beat up. Now, it looks like Armenia did try to take something and come up here to contest this, and I don't think it went very well for them. Looks like quite a bit of axemen that died there. Then you got, ooh, here we go. Here comes the archers shooting in at the African pikes. Might use the Samnite warriors to try and soak some of that.
Stop now! Follow me. Advance at speed.
141 and 160. I think that's going to be the tough part. Then this one is, oh no. So the Armenian archers moved over this way, and now they're shooting from here and here into the Epirus pikes, and I'm not sure there's anything they can do about it. I mean, I think from that range, I don't know that the Epirus Cretans can do anything about it. I'm not sure what's happening here. Massilia, like, went charging out and almost got caught in a trap right there. Axe Warriors almost pulled out into the basic sandwich between the Sword Followers and the Carly Axemen, but it looks like they're going to get back just in time. They did take a Pila volley to the back. Looks like the Roman archers pulled back, but they do still have ammo, so that's good. Looks like they might be trying to kind of overall push this, getting through the Epirus pike and go from there. Mercenary Italian swords are going to countercharge this hillman, but now the Armenians are going to send another hillman to do the exact same thing back. And I don't know what the hell that was. That was really an odd counter-charge thing. Now, Carly Axemen gonna come around on the flank and try and get into the side of it. Jabby toss. Ooh, nice one. They might try to push this eventually, but I don't think they're going to yet. There is a pikeman here holding that. And Rome is just taking their time. I think they might be waiting for Boii to take this, clear this out, allowing them to push here undeterred. The Italian swords are now engaged on the Carly Axemen. Carly Axemen should win this. And now hillmen are going to switch out. Well, I guess they're just going to charge in. Thought they were going to switch out with the Cartleys, but they're just going in at the same time. And now the depleted pikeman unit, 38 men left, is coming back. Pikes are not out, though. Pikes are still not out. Now the Eastern archers here, 83 kills, 91 kills. But in the end, this is just, I mean, the Oathsworn are going to make it through, let's be honest, guys. The question here is going to be, how much damage can Massilia do to Boii before it goes down? They've got depleted archers. I like the angle here, though. He put one of his archers here, which is allowing him to get really nice side shots over into the Oathsworn. Oathsworn 258 kills, and now Sword Follower going in, taking its place, now 102 kills. There you go, pikes are now out. They can now fight properly. Rome's still just taking his time. He sees no reason to run into this. He still has archer ammo. I'm honestly wondering that he might think he just doesn't quite have enough troops to push them all by himself. Or maybe he's out of Pila, so, you know, as of right now, he can't get through the pikes, so... Now you got Boei starting to send some units down towards Armenia. Some more cycling here between Armenia and, you know, Armenia and Epirus. Karl the Axeman, 76 kills, 91 kills on the mercenary Italian spears. I don't know what so a couple of units started pushing out this way. I'm not particularly sure why, but now they are running back to kind of hold their positions. Cretan Archers out of ammo. Eastern Cataphracts 269. 122 on the Azat Knights. And now Massilia throwing Thorax swords into this combat with the Oathsworn and the Karl the Axeman. But look at this. Already some starting to break. I'm amazed this pike isn't gone. 32 men left in it. Now the sword followers, 157 kills, switching out for another sword follower. Just cycling those units, keeping them fresh, getting their charge bonuses. I believe there's no way that's out of ammo. Man, took a drink and went down the wrong pipe. Karl the Axeman probably going to break this unit here. Maybe not. 19 men. Never seen a standard pike unit hold for that long. But it's going to break here eventually, and the next line of defense is going to be an Illyrian levy and a pretty much out of ammo Cretan archer, it looks like. The cavalry is not looking to go in. I think he's afraid of the Royal Peltist General. You know, he can't go this way because it's a pike, and if he goes this way, he risks the jabbies from the Royal Peltist. So that'll be interesting. Now, these Illyrian levies are not going to last very long, especially not against the Oathsworn. Oathsworn has used Headhunt, so 337 kills. Illyrian levies are probably going to waste pretty quick here. Sword followers, 175 kills, just really taking out these axe warriors. It's just kind of a class difference. You know, the axe warriors are just nowhere near as good as the sword followers. But look at that. Damn, you can get a shot from there? Holy crap. I did not expect that you could get a shot all the way from this spot all the way up here. That is nuts. I'm going to have to keep that in mind. Now we've got a little bit of a push here from Armenia, pulling stuff around to the larger opening. And the Cav is also, well, not moving really, but it has moved forward a little bit. I'm wondering if it's going to try and, you know, get into combat on the Royal Peltist to keep it busy while the cavalry comes in other places. Then the Carthaginian pikes are pulling back a little bit. I think they're just going to a slightly smaller gap here. Eagle cohort, pretty sure out of ammo. They're going to try and catch them with their pikes up. Oh, that was a weird... Okay, they just stopped charging. Here comes the rest of the Romans, as well as some Celtic warriors, Syrian archers. But in reality, I think the attackers, their best places are here, and probably going to be here. Yeah, so he's going to take his infantry, pin down this, and I think he's taking his cavalry right through the other direction. Or maybe he sees a gap around the side here, This one is going to come in and do that, though. But look at this. He's going to try and sneak that cav right through the gap. Pike's trying to run back over. Too late, though. The Eastern Cataphracts are now in. They're in combat now on the pikes. They're probably going to break here pretty quick. Now they're getting into the archers, but look at that. There they go. Eastern Cataphracts now gone from the battle. The Azad Knights countercharging into some Illyrian levies and mercenary Cretan archers. Now the pike is going to come over this way. Sam Knight Warrior trying to hold for as long as he can against the Cartley Axemen. But look at this. Here comes the fall of Massilia. Their last levy freeman is wavering. And then it's going to be down to a tiny axe warrior and some depleted Gallic hunters. Now this African pike is 1, depleted, and 2, out of position. That Epirus pike has come over this way. The Armenian general is all through. It is getting shot quite a bit by the Cretans, but I think he's going to make it into these Cretans and do some damage here. Taking a lot of damage from the archers, though. Sam Knights seem to be holding okay here. I don't know, they might end up having to kind of turtle up on the point itself. We're going to see. I think that Boei doesn't really need all of this. He could probably send these 2 units, the Spear Warriors and the Levy Freemen, he could probably send them down while these 2 units finish off the archers. Yeah, as that Knight General, 300 kills now. Royal Peltis General, 130. Still has 129 men left. Now Hillman and Cartley Axemen trying to break Illyrian levies. Then I'm assuming probably going to try and push around and get through the standard slinger unit here. Now I think he's going to bring his depleted Cretan archer over, though. He's probably going to need to get his general active now, Carthage. Oh no. But I think, I mean, Carthage's pike here was breaking, but he solidified somehow. But look at, Epirus, your pikes are now, man. Oh no. Well, now they just kind of appear out of nowhere. Now Rome was able to get some hits in on him beforehand, though. Armenian general looks like is gone. And now the Royal Peltis trying to run around and clean up the units over here so that he can go and refocus in other places. He really needs to go support. I mean, I think the site needs it, honestly. The Oathsworn is going to make short work of the Samnite Warriors. Not particularly sure why the Samnite Warriors are running away here. Like, you're not going to make much better place anywhere else. And now the Epirus pike is just out of place. You know, it is exposed. Epirus is down to pretty much just his archers and his general. Got a Hillman unit from Armenia coming over this way. The Royal Peltis would be able to handle the Hillman easily, but he's too many places, you know what I mean? Got stuff over here, from over here, then you have the Hillman from this direction. Royal Peltis is going to try and engage each of them as fast as he can. But I think the biggest thing is, maybe if these were like lower class units, he might be able to, you know, come over here, finish this off, quickly run over here, finish that off, quickly run over here, finish that off. But given the fact that this alone is just an Oathsworn, it's just not going to be enough. And I think that's going to be it for today's battle, guys. And I'm going to go and fast forward because that is the last unit. Alright, let's look at some kills here. I think the end of that came down to Armenia busting through Massilia with that cavalry, man. Alright, so Armenia, the B-man, with 2,666 kills, 306 and 280. Archers doing pretty well, or at least those two did. And then the Carly Axemen did pretty solid. Then Titirand as Rome with 2,224 kills. Archers did pretty solid, and as Rome, most of his infantry did pretty damn good. Paz with 2,631 as Boii. Same thing, his infantry did very, very well. Then Eberus was dead morose. Sorry about that. 2,014 kills. His archers did very, very well. His infantry all did pretty solid. The Royal Peltas, not great, I'll be honest. Puv as Carthage with 2,139 kills. Archers did very, very well. His pikes, not great, unfortunately. But look at this, 115, 146 on the Iberian swords. 123 on that one. And then the rest of his infantry did pretty solid. Then finally, Smoke Grenadiers as Massilia. Massilia can just be a little bit of a tough faction. It's not, like, I would say a bad faction, but it can be a little tough, especially, you know, against some better factions. But man, I think that Cav was just what did him in, and you know what? It happens to all of us, so that's all right. Well, thanks so much, guys, for joining. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to go hit that subscribe button. And if you would, I would love to see your comments down below. I'll try to respond to them, especially if people have questions, things like that. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time.